Hello, party people. On October 15th, 2023, more than a year ago, I made a video talking about sexuality, and I had some guests who were a part of the conversation. I was watching Fincher's latest stream the other day. I don't. It sounds like no good can come from that, but anyway, I was watching Fincher's latest stream the other day. It's I sort of knew this, I sort of didn't, but unbeknownst to me, there's an age-old question of when a heterosexual male finds a femboy or transgender person, etc., attractive. The question is, does that make you gay? Does it make you a gay male if you are attracted to a person who is female presenting or actually identifies as a female? And that's been a question for debate, supposedly, for ever since this whole movement started. I don't know when it started. I'm not an expert at this. I can only speak from my personal experience, and I will say that Fincher said you can be attracted to feminine. Now, if you were to find out that the female you're attracted to is a transgender male to female, as in they have, in some cases, if there's bottom or top surgery, etc., whatever. I don't know all the procedures that can or cannot be done. I'm like I said, I'm really not an expert or anything on this. I'm just posting a personal video on my personal YouTube channel. That's it. Don't try to make it more than it's not. In no way is this a umbrella video. There's no way that this is how you should define things by the way I see the world. Everyone else see the world. No, of course not. But I see the world the way I see the world. And if it's wrong or factually incorrect, then please correct me. But if it's your opinion that is wrong, then go make your own YouTube channel and talk about this. I mean, Russell Westbrook. But anyway, so you can be attracted to feminine, right? Now the big question is the question that supposedly has an obvious answer is, what is feminine? The easy answer to that is, what is traditionally stereotypical of a woman, of someone of the female gender, whether that be the makeup, the clothing, physical features, etc. In some cases, even personality issues. In some cases, I think, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it took me a lot of, like, I didn't actively think about this. Like, as far as I'm concerned, nothing changes, but like, I thought I would just share it anyway. There were people who reacted to that video. Only got like 39 views. There were, and put it this way, a lot of the comments were not politically correct. I don't think I really got any comments that were politically correct. I got a lot of negative, which I didn't post, and not really that much positive. I mean, not on that particular video, no. On other videos, did I get a positive comment, etc.? I mean, here and there. There's overwhelmingly of a large negative opinion about all this. Everything I'm talking about here. Ever since this whole voice trolling femboy shit started, that's how all of this began. And before I say what I'm about to say, I just want to point out this. This does not change who I am. This, in my opinion, doesn't change anything. If I never experience certain things in life that will lead me to find a more accurate answer to whatever is me, whatever preference that I may or may not have, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. If I don't find out, blah blah blah, like, t- tell me what has changed. It's has the label changed? So, like, as far as I know, I didn't have a label. If someone asked me, what are you? There's so many answers to that question that, like, doesn't necessarily have to do with someone's identity, someone's preference, someone's attraction. Um, let me put it this way. Hopefully, this settles the discussion. Does it make you gay if you think someone who is presenting female, who you learn is actually male, or a male to female transition transgender person, when you find out that they were born a natural born male transitioning to a female, does that make you gay when you find that out? Does that make you gay? I don't think that is the most important part of this discussion. Believe it or not, you are you, and I am me. Let me repeat that. You are you, and I am me. If I'm not gonna pry into your personal life, I don't expect other people to pry into my personal life. Now, if you ask me kindly, will I respond? Yeah, I have no problem with that. If you step up to me like you know better than I do, like, and I will be the first to admit I don't know everything. I don't frequent, like, for lack of a better term, gay bars. I don't freaking, like, I don't know, like, what else is there, like, I don't do activities that are strictly for either gay or bisexual people. I don't go to parties with that theme. Like, I don't know if those even exist. So that is how heterosexual people will always question, especially guys, if you find out the woman you're looking at identifies as a female, but they were born a male, because you learn that their true gender at birth, does that make you gay? If you're attracted to that, does it make you gay? Or in some cases, even bisexual. But let's just say gay for now. Now, I, I will make the argument. I would say about 70 to 30%. I would say about that makes you about 70% gay or bisexual. But we'll say gay, because this isn't a case if you do find that person attractive and you make an active effort to uh to hit on them, to run your game, to spit what you have to spit, like your whole whatever your act is, blah blah blah. The point being is that if the 70-30% only works if, when you do find out their natural born gender, are you still attracted? Would you still pursue them? And I think that will forever remain unanswered for certain heterosexual males, because they don't want everything that comes with not being straight, being not straight. And that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their preference, to their opinion, as long as that opinion doesn't encroach on other people's opinions, no matter who those other people may be. Now, in regards to myself, I haven't exactly been doing soul searching on this. Like, believe it or not, like this is not a large concern of mine, especially at the moment. Um, let me just say that clock over there is that is not an accurate time. Not the time that you think it might be. So for me, this came up in my um reflection on this topic. To be honest, I didn't really start thinking about this until I saw Finster's stream, and I was like, and he didn't really like go into a long conversation about it, but he alluded to it. You you can be attracted to feminine qualities and still not be gay or anything but straight, heterosexual, etc. Now, for me, like, I'm gonna explain this the best I can, and it's probably gonna be misconstrued, etc. But hey, you know that that's the nature of communication. Even though it shouldn't be, that is the nature of communication. If like, I'm not gonna use like a real life example. I'm gonna paint a picture for you of anonymousness, anonymity. Um, if I saw a person who is presenting female, they looked female by today's stereotypes and standards of fashion, makeup, blah blah blah, even personality, like I said earlier. Now, if I saw that person and I didn't know they were transgender, from transitioning from male to female, if I didn't realize they were born male at birth, so like I've never been in many of these situations like this. If I saw them and I learned that, the question would be, am I still attracted to them? And I will go a step further and say that, is it a deal breaker? And it took me a long time to think about this, and unfortunately I couldn't use real life examples because real life, I don't consider the internet to be real life. I'm sorry. That's not a deal breaker for me. Like, it's, well, I should say never, but I don't think I'm ever gonna encounter that situation where I'm attracted to a transgender person. But if I were to, that's how I see it playing out. As in, someone's natural born gender is a part of their life, but it doesn't define their life, even at that moment and henceforth and afterwards, etc. Would I still be attracted to them if I knew they were born male? So again, I see that they are presenting female, and that initially I am attracted to them because they display feminine qualities that I am trained to find attractive. And that's just the way evolution, the media, etc., whatever you want to call it, that we don't have time for that conversation, right? That's a whole nother conversation right there. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like I've been to gay bars before. Like, I don't frequent them, but if so and so was going and they invited me, like, I mean, I would think about it. I wouldn't have a problem going. Um, as long as like it was a chill place, and like, there's nothing illegal going on. I will say that for any bar. I don't want to hang out somewhere where someone got shot, and that happens on a weekly basis. Who would want to hang out at a bar where someone got shot on a weekly basis? Anyway, yeah. So that's that's the best way I can define it. If I never find out the so-called truth, then the world will move on. The world will continue to spin on its axis, and this flat Earth of ours will be fine. How about that? In summary, the best way I can describe it is this: it would not be a deal breaker, and I'm not saying that's an encompassing definition of myself. I'm saying within that aspect, within that scenario, even though I've never been in that position before, etc. Again, it is not a deal breaker for me. And I wouldn't, like I said, I haven't been thinking about this like ever since that video was published. I have it open right now, and this is the little text paragraph I preface this video with. I'm just gonna quote it right now. I questioned whether I should upload this or not, but obviously I uploaded it. I hope it helps someone else reach an answer like I am in the process of looking for. Good luck. In the wide world of this world, none of us are alone. We just don't know that yet. Am I gonna preface this video with some sort of textual paragraph or opening line, prologue, or prelude? No. I don't think it's necessary, since I already spoke my piece about that. Now I'm speaking my piece about this. This doesn't necessarily have to do with that. Within the confines of this video, again, I'm going to make it clear now. I'm not going to label myself. I refuse to label myself. The only label that I allow to be labeled as myself is Tony or male human being. Those are the only acceptable labels I have on myself. Like, if you're gonna infer any other label that has to do with race, gender, sexual preference, blah blah blah, I did not say your label of that was okay to use in front of me, directed towards me. Because should you have asked what my pronouns are, honestly, in this world, I don't care. Like, if you ask me, I would answer you. I have no reason to lie to you about that. Who has any reason to lie to someone about that? Like a good reason, not like just a good reason. Someone spoke to me the other day, and they made a comment that, a non-malicious comment. It was just a comment of observation, etc. They are interested, or were interested in my opinions and concepts of a sexuality that was not heterosexual male. I think in their words, they specifically referred to as bisexuality. And in my response to just not even him, but people in general who question bisexuality, etc., what are the two labels that I allow, that I'm okay with? Those are the only labels I care about. Whatever other label you have, please don't use it in front of me when directed towards me. I don't know if we will ever live in a world where it is considered normal to upon your first time meeting someone, if someone introduces you to someone and you shake their hand, blah blah blah, or you give them a hug or something, like I don't know. And are we gonna live in a world where the next thing you say is, "Oh, hi, blah blah blah, What are your pronouns? Like, are we gonna ever be in a situation like that? Should we ever be in a situation like that? And the fact of the matter is, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not experienced. And I'm not qualified to make any judgment on anyone else. If you thought I was portraying that towards someone else, I apologize. Because that was not my intention. Like, this channel is called Tony Could Have Been, not so and so could have been. My name isn't a fucking name on the channel. That's all. Oh. In conclusion, in regards to being attracted to femininity, or being feminine in general, if there was a degree of stereotypical masculinity associated with that, for me, we're just talking about me right now, that would not be a deal breaker for me. I'm just saying. Like, I didn't have to make this video, but this video I was thinking a lot about. The subject wasn't necessarily something I was thinking a lot about. I already knew what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. I was just questioning, will me uploading this video, this one right here, will it cause more harm than good? And I struggled looking for that answer. And I told myself, with that video from October 2023, there's nothing I can do about that. That's on the internet forever. So, if the cat's already out of the bag, why am I concerned about what other people think by uploading this video? Half you motherfuckers aren't gonna even watch the entire video, so if you made it this far, I'm very impressed. Now, okay, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. And I don't necessarily not want to talk about it from now on. I just want it to be less of a big deal. That situation would not be a deal breaker for me. Okay, well, thanks for watching or listening or whatever. This video went too long than I intended, but it's the way it is sometimes. I don't know what to title the video, because that's something I struggled with as well when I realized I was probably, or pretty sure I was gonna upload a video like this. I don't know what the title is gonna be. It'll be whatever it says up there. I don't know. And okay, I'll take care of it. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your words of encouragement, if there are any. And if I get flamed for this, I get flamed. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's the fucking internet. It's fucking YouTube. Like, would I actually report someone who made a threat? Yes, I would. Would I report someone or even hide the comment of someone who were just insulting? Depending on the constructive criticism of that opinion, that comment, I will have to see whether it's, frankly, if it's whether a comment I approve of or not. What does me approving of it have to do with anything? This is my YouTube channel. That's what it has to do with. Do you guys think this is a public forum? Do you think, like, whoever's sitting here discussing this doesn't matter? And, like, I'm talking on some of the broad subject of, like, reading Rainbow. Okay. Alright, guys. In a world where this means a lot more now than it did in the past, Take care of yourselves and each other.